So if you happen to be one of those people that kind of bases your movie watching on the Rotten Tomatoes scores, I would strongly advise you to check this movie out honestly for yourself. Give it a chance and make your own opinion on this one because this one it's a little bit different than your average Marvel movie. I want to go ahead and just give you a couple of things that I enjoyed about the movie, but my overall thoughts on what you should expect. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the Eternals review. So before we get started, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to keep yourself updated on any movie reviews, reactions, vlogs, unboxings, and everything in between. Also, let me know down in the comments if you have already seen the Eternals and what you thought about it. I really want to talk about this movie. So the Eternals are basically these godlike beings that were created by these other characters named the Celestials, who were sent to protect and defend Earth from these other characters called the Deviants. So some of you may be wondering, where were the Eternals during the whole thing with Thanos? Like, why didn't they come and defend anyone? Well, the movie kind of goes into detail why they didn't interfere at all. Honestly, I feel like the excuse that they made for the Eternals was excusable, to say the least, but at the same time, your casual moviegoers were kind of like, well, where were these guys at the whole time? So I kind of thought that was a little interesting that they gave them a specific purpose on why we never saw them. But after watching the movie and seeing how it tied into the greater scheme of things, it actually kind of made sense, and when you watch the movie, it's actually kind of mind-blowing. Honestly, as far as the story goes, there was a couple of moments where it was a little dry and it kind of was slow-paced, but I feel like this movie had a really deep story to tell. And in that, I think that there were parts that you couldn't really cut out in order to make this a more family film. Because when we get to the bottom of it, these group of people really are more like a family than just a team. With that being said, there was a couple of things I didn't really like, but there was a couple of things I thought were really interesting on some of the twists for the characters themselves. Actually, what's really funny about the movie, if you actually go back and check the comics, Salma Hayek's character Ajax is actually a guy. And for the movie, they actually flipped it to where Ajax's character is actually a woman, which is not a bad thing. It was actually kind of an interesting twist on the plot. Something that this movie really did well was the humor that they had was just awesome from beginning to end. Every time there was a joke, I feel like it all just flowed really well. Something I thought was kind of funny during the film was they kind of poke fun at the Avengers and kind of their silly, dull, dumb decisions and kind of like their quirkiness. It's really funny watching it from their point of view, and you kind of see a little bit of that when you watch the trailer of the movie. Now, moving on to the characters of the movie, I feel like each one of them actually had something to share as far as their background and how they developed in the movie. I personally think the standout for me was Ikaris. The character stands out as this very alienated, one-purposed, kind of almost one-dimensional, but not intentionally type of character for the movie. But something that really stuck out to me was that he was seriously throwing some Man of Steel, Superman vibes throughout the entire film, which personally I absolutely loved. But you'll probably notice that when you watch the movie for yourself. Now, kind of getting into the end of the movie was kind of where things started to build up, but you weren't really sure where they were going to go with it. And I kind of liked that feeling because this is a brand new franchise. And after watching the cliffhanger of the movie, the mid-credit scene, and the end credit scene, there feels like there is no limit to where Marvel is going to go now that they're kind of introducing the whole multiverse and everything, but that's not really a spoiler for, the movie itself. But overall, I really enjoyed the Eternals. I don't think it should be getting the bad reception that it has been. I think the Eternals is something a little bit different than what we've ever seen before, but I still think that there's potential for a franchise for these characters. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Have you seen it yet? Or do you even intend to see the movie? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know down in the comments below so we can talk about it. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep yourself updated on movie reviews, reactions, taste test videos, vlogs, unboxings, and everything in between. And until next time, be sure to wash your hands, brush your teeth, stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video.